Hi everyone, I'm Julia Wright and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I realized that many of us felt compelled to tell personal stories in our responses, and I was fascinated by the journey we took each other on in our discussions and thought it would be fun to map them. So please join me for a road trip. I've included a link to this map in the comments of the video, so please feel free to come back and visit it in more detail. I will start out up here in the Seattle area. In Seattle, we shared community libraries and personal connections with one of the authors from one of the papers we read. In San Diego, we had vegan restaurants, biodiversity, and erosion. When we swing through Baja, the author of this one mentioned that Baja was so close yet so far away across that border. When we swing up through Phoenix, this is my neck of the woods, and I am clearly evidence that you can take the girl out of Chicago, but you can't take the Chicago out of the girl. My kids have more Cubs and Blackhawks gear than they have any Diamondbacks or Cardinals wear, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. So Arizona is the state of the 5 C's. It's cattle, cotton, citrus, copper, and climate. And we had one of our classmates up in Prescott tell about a situation with cattle up in Prescott area. We go over to Florida here, and in Sarasota we learned about the efforts of the Audubon, and then up to Appalachian, Ohio. I learned something there. I didn't realize that's where that was. And then we turned over to the urban landscape of New York. And you can see when you click on each of these, you can see the story that corresponds with the individual place. Oh, and we can't forget, we had one comment down here about a dam that was in Brazil. Back up here to Buffalo. Buffalo folks were definitely passionate about their topics, and from them we had stories about family memories at a park, talks about some serious issues of racial disparity, and they reminded us no matter what, shouldn't diss their hometown. So what I learned from this map is that all the cool people apparently avoid the center of our country, and or it could just be that we're closely aligned to the locations where our Project Dragonfly cooperative zoos are located. But I really do think that we had a lot of personal stories that spoke very strongly to the sense of place that was described in one of our readings by Kudrov Seb, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, Stedman and Kransky. And I will now leave you with a fun map that we made of the initial discussions for this topic. What I did is I went through and copied all the text from everybody's responses, and I put it in this really cool word map. So I hope you enjoy.